Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Suburbs of Seattle, and today I'm coming to you with a new video about what is the market going to be doing in the Seattle area in 2022 and for the rest of 2021. We have, like 2 months left. Yay! Anyways, so wanted to start off by sharing some facts with you. Nationally, this year, home prices have appreciated at a rate of about 19.7%. Here in our greater Seattle area, home prices have appreciated at about a 21.9% so far this year and for the projected remaining 2 months. 21.9%. That means if you bought a house a year ago for $500,000, your house now would be worth a little bit over $600,000.
What?
That's insane gains if you ask me. And definitely a great hedge against inflation. Now, what I want to talk to you a little bit about is what are home prices going to continue to be doing throughout the remainder of this year and into the oncoming year of 2022. Many of my clients ask me, they say, hey Andre, is the market going to crash? Are things going to burn down? Are we going to see another 2008 again? What's going to happen? We are actually on the cusp of a deceleration trend in the appreciation of homes. Not a depreciation trend, but a deceleration trend in the amount that your home increases. So whereas we have seen 21% increases year over year, the national projected growth for the next 5 years is about 5.82% per year compared to the 19.7% that we saw nationally this year. Now, what does that mean for the greater Seattle area? We typically tend to trend higher than the national averages, as you can see in our year-over-year analysis. So does that mean 6%? Does that mean 7 to 8%? I think it can mean either one of those, and we'll see what's going to happen. I'll always keep you guys informed, and we will always do a monthly study of what the market is doing. But for now, the projected growth nationally is about 5.82%. So you take that over the course of 5 years, that's still a healthy increase of somewhere about 30% in appreciation of your home. So if you're wondering, am I buying the house at the top of the market? Should I wait? Yesterday I had many conversations and 3 buyers told me that they're planning to wait for the home prices to crash. And here's the reality. The reality is that the interest rates will be going up soon. In fact, on this slide, here you can see the growth of interest rates from January 2020 throughout today. And they are projected to continue to go up. On this slide, you can see what the estimates for interest rates will be by 4 different agencies throughout the next year of 2022. Now, you can see that the lowest rate here is 3% out of all of the estimates, and the highest projected rate for next year is 3.8%. So that means almost potentially a 1% increase in interest rates next year. Now, what does that mean whether you're a seller or a buyer? What does that mean for you? If you're a buyer, in this slide, you can see that, say for example, you're trying to buy a $540,000 home and you're trying to keep your payment around $2,200. In this slide, you can see that's doable under the rate of 2.75%, which we saw earlier this year. If that rate changes to 4%, for example, towards the end of next year, now your affordability drops by almost $100,000. So now for $2,200, you can no longer afford a $540,000 for $2,200 a month. You can afford a $460,000 home for about $2,200 a month. So this is what it means for you as a buyer. If you're thinking of waiting, my professional opinion is don't. Now, if there are life circumstances and other situations that are stopping you from buying, that's a completely different story. But if you have the financial capability right now, if you can get pre-approved now and you have your funds or your gift funds, now is definitely a great time to buy. Now, what does this mean for you if you are a seller? If you are a seller, as interest rates rise, home buying becomes a little bit suppressed. And what happens is now there's no longer 20 buyers lined up at your door, as we saw in many markets all across the country this year. Now you are starting to see 5 or 3 or 2 or 1 buyer line up at your door. And what that ultimately means for you is less money in your pocket. Because as we all know, the more eyes that see your home, the better chance you have of getting a higher price. I wrote an offer on a house just recently. We wrote just above asking. The seller wanted 625, we wrote 637, and it sold for well above 700,000. And that's now in this market. Now, will we see demand cool off towards the end of the year or not? Anything can happen, but typically for the past few years, we've seen demand slow down towards the end of the year. Now, what that means for you as a buyer is if there are less buyers looking in the market, you have a better chance of getting the home. However, like I said, there are certain hotspots around our area which we're still seeing non-stop offers coming in. This last house that I told you about in Everett, the listing agent said we were supposed to have about 5 to 6 offers lined up against us. We ended up having 18. Bruh. 18 offers. So I'll keep you posted with what's going to continue to happen. This is what I have for you guys today. If you're looking to buy a home, go ahead and click my website down below and click the For Buyers tab. Fill out that info and I will email you a free buyer's guide that applies specifically to fall and winter of 2021. And if you're a seller and you're looking to sell, click my website down below, fill out the For Sellers tab, and I will send you a seller's guide that applies to fall and winter of 2021. Guys, I'm here to help. My number is down below. Call, text me anytime. Blast it out to your friends and family. I'm here to help as many people as possible make the best decisions in this market. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video.